when the most beautiful and largest rose of the year bloomed. Some praised its beauty, others marveled at its divine power. All the gods intuitively sensed it. She was born to be their new king. That was 200 years ago. It was the birth of the goddess Ariel. Two little cherubs wondered how the party was. Was everyone surprised? Of course, Lady Ariel has made remarkable progress, they insisted. Lady Ariel was cornered by the cherubs. So, how was the party? They asked excitedly. Ariel snapped. Shut up, you noisy little brats, the cherubs apologized. Ariel thought to herself, this girl was welcomed by the gods and hailed as the next king. It's Ariel, the goddess born from a rose, a cherub squealed. Lady Ariel, please forgive us. At the next party, Ariel was dismayed. She'd hoped it would be better. I did it, I can make even more flowers bloom than before, Ariel exclaimed with joy. Someone commented that her handling of divine power was the same as usual. Ariel heard someone scoff. Did you even use divine power in the first place? Even if you have innate divine power, if you can't use it, it's just a waste, Ariel overheard. Next king. Isn't that laughable, the fact that there hasn't been any progress up to this point? Originally, divine power was as natural to a god as breathing was to humans. Ariel was born with power rivaling Acheron, the king of the gods. But the next king, that girl is a total failure, people whispered. Ariel felt hopeless. I know it myself. I've been unable to awaken for 200 years. I can't even escape from the image of a child. How pathetic. But Ariel wasn't silent either. No matter what, for them to mock me like that is too much, she thought angrily. Shut up, you scoundrels. Exhausted, Ariel decided to sleep. It's fine. I'll just practice more tomorrow, so that I can properly master my divine power. This sense of helplessness should be forgotten if I sleep soundly, Ariel thought as she drifted off. Is she dead or something? A voice whispered. No way, it's spring now, another replied. Ariel muttered, ugh, so annoying. Even though it's spring, it gets cold at night, said one voice. How could such a small child, said another. What should we do? Ariel woke up furious. You little brats, coming into my bedroom and disturbing my sleep. Shut up, you puny little things, she yelled. The cherubs were shocked. Whoa. See, I told you she wasn't dead, one of the cherubs exclaimed. A woman knelt, worried. Are you okay, young lady? Ariel was silent, confused. Where am I? Ariel wondered, gazing at the unfamiliar city. What's wrong? The woman asked, reaching out. I wonder if she hurt her head. Can she still talk? Humans, Ariel stuttered, tears welling up. Does that mean this place is? A woman observed, this kid is definitely acting strange. Another replied, no way. Ariel looked around in shock. Is this the surface that I only heard about in stories? She was suddenly grabbed. Get it together, the woman hissed. It's dangerous to be daydreaming in a place like this. Ariel was startled. What's with this person all of a sudden, she thought, panicking. I'm trying to think right now, so stop shaking me so much. Stop it, what is it? Ariel thought in a haze. A man approached. Your Highness the Grand Duke, he announced. Ariel wondered, who is that guy? A servant asked. Hey, will you answer the prince's question? The woman stammered. I was just helping a child who had collapsed on the side of the road. It seems like they can't speak properly, and their condition isn't very good either. The prince stated, from the looks of it, she seems like a noble's daughter. Ren, hand this child over to the security team. Surely her parents will come looking for her soon. Ren replied, yes, your highness. Ariel suddenly had an idea. She grabbed the prince's sleeve. Wait, she said. I don't know how to return to the heavenly realm now. Ariel looked up at the prince with hope. If you have nowhere to go, of course. Take care of me, Ariel declared to the prince. He was taken aback. Huh. The prince was confused. It's best to rely on the one, he mused. What? Ariel thought to herself, who seems to be the wealthiest and most powerful. Right, come on, guide me quickly. Now quickly, lead the way, Ariel demanded. Ren, standing behind the prince, was stunned. The woman exclaimed, I knew it, she must have hit your head. Miss, you shouldn't be so rude to his highness. Servants around them chuckled. The prince spoke, now hurry up and apologize. You're a young lady after all, right? He then grabbed Ariel's arm, prompting her to yell. Hey, how dare you touch me so casually? That's rude. Stop, let go of me. The prince spoke, leave it be. Ren was shocked. The prince commanded, Ren, get that child into the carriage. Ren hesitated. Pardon, but, Ren obeyed reluctantly. As you wish, your grace. The human world is just so fun and so interesting. Ariel thought cheerfully in the carriage. She gazed out the window. There are buildings here I've never seen in the heavenly realm, even four-legged animals. I should have come to play sooner. More importantly, Ariel thought, turning to face the prince. The prince crossed his arms, thinking, this person is something else. Ariel smiled. Thanks to this human, I've found myself a place to stay. Maybe this situation isn't so bad after all. You'd better expect a great reward. I'll give it to you once I return to the heavens, Ariel plotted. Ariel suddenly asked, what is your name? The prince raised an eyebrow, surprised. Talking so casually towards a goddess, huh? Ariel thought, annoyed. The prince was silent, inquisitive. The prince pondered, no, I should turn a blind eye here. It may be rude, but this human is providing me a place to stay after all. My name is Ariel, she stated, trying to sound regal. I'll allow you to address me by name. The prince recalled that this child had an unusual way of speaking. He began, look, since earlier, Ariel is it? The name rings a bell. Ren snapped his fingers. Ah, probably because it's the name of a goddess. He smiled brightly. The prince wondered, goddess. Ren explained, yes, a goddess rumored to have been born from roses. She is known for being raised by Acheron, the ruler of the gods. Surely, you must have realized it, given the name of that goddess. Ariel wondered to herself, does that human know about me, even though I have never shown my appearance in front of a human even once? Ariel pondered, perhaps, do the people of this world really see me as a goddess? The prince was thinking about the stupid goddess. Ariel was shocked. Doom. What? Stupid. Ariel stammered, her face red with anger. Born to be a ruler, yet unable to wield divine power, and made into a laughingstock. The prince thought that Ariel was the name of that stupid goddess. Lightning struck in Ariel's mind. This arrogant bastard, she fumed, glaring at the prince. I take back my words. Forget a reward, I'll make him pay, Ariel vowed angrily. Who exactly has been spreading word about me? Ariel wondered, sitting in the carriage. Goddess of beauty Aland, goddess of birth Cassandra, maybe the god of rivers Terado, Ren announced. We've arrived. Let's get off. No use, there are too many to guess, Ariel thought, stepping out of the carriage. The prince gestured impatiently. Come here, he demanded. Silent, you guide the way, the prince ordered Ren. Ren looked surprised. Ren, bring that child along, the prince said, walking ahead. Ren was caught off guard but quickly composed himself. Pardon. Ren sighed, good grief, I'm getting dragged into this. A butler greeted the prince. Welcome back, your grace. You returned earlier than planned, the butler said. Yes, various things happened, the prince replied. Then, as usual, shall I prepare the bath, the butler began. The prince interrupted, no. Rather, prepare the meal first, the prince insisted. The butler was bewildered. Pardon. The prince looked at Ren. I'm sure she is starving by now, Ren laughed. The butler gazed at Ariel with scrutiny. That kid, he thought. The prince called out, Martin. Martin, do you hear me? The prince asked, snapping his fingers. Martin jumped. Ah, yes. Then I will prepare the meal right away, Martin said, hurrying off. The prince instructed, escort her to my room after the meal. Martin confirmed, yes, your grace. Martin carefully examined Ariel. Blonde hair, green pupils, that child. Martin had a realization. She must be His Majesty's daughter. The prince, noticing Martin's reaction, smiled. My cute daughter. As Ariel was eating, she thought, who knew there was such good food in this world? Humans these days are amazing. Ariel exclaimed with delight. You're just like your father, aren't you? Even your favorite food, Martin said fondly. Ariel paused, confused. Father, Martin stammered. Oh, I beg your pardon, is that still a difficult word for you, miss? Father means the same thing as father, Ariel thought, still confused. Father. I don't understand. Humans like to use different names, she sighed to herself. Martin pondered, how strange, that the Grand Duchess had an illegitimate child. The Grand Duchess was very sick. She died soon after giving birth to her first child. Ghosts don't give birth to children, Martin considered. He realized something. This child turns out to be the daughter of the Archduke's secret lover. I'm sure there must be many reasons why he kept it a secret until now, Martin muttered, wiping his eyes. He steeled himself. Your Highness, this Martin will accept anything. It's time for me to move on to a new path. No matter what happens, I will responsibly take care of your daughter, Martin declared resolutely. Martin announced to the prince, I have brought along your Highness the young lady. Thank you, the prince replied. Did the food suit your taste? The prince asked Ariel. Bad memories haunt me, Ariel thought. Oh, that stupid god. Ariel responded, it was okay. The prince remained silent. Right, that's good, the prince stated dismissively. Why all of a sudden? Ariel wondered, confused by his change in tone. Ariel frowned, looking at a plate. Do humans put clay on a plate to decorate it? I don't see the beauty in that. The prince instructed, eat. Eat, why do I? Ariel pondered, looking at the prince skeptically. You don't want to eat it, the prince questioned. Why, you really want me to eat a lump of earth? Ariel wondered, disgusted. From Ariel's point of view, she's thought, you're a failed goddess, you're deep in the dirt. But right now, even though you don't know who I am, Ariel pondered. This is just too much. What a foolish human being, even divine punishment is not enough, Ariel thought in anger. But to me now, I don't even have the power to punish one human being, she despaired. I have no choice but to stay on Earth until I find a way back home, Ariel thought. The prince urged her, hurry up and eat. I will definitely get my revenge someday, Ariel vowed to herself. Ariel was eating a cookie. What is this? I didn't know there was such sweet earth and stone in the world, she exclaimed with joy. Is the soil of the human world always this tasty? Is all the soil in the human world this tasty? Ariel marveled, utterly delighted. Ariel looked up at the prince and asked, Can I ask you one question? The prince sighed and replied, What? All right, I'll let you ask your question, the prince declared. Do you know your surname? Ariel inquired. The prince looked puzzled. Surname? Yes, family name or parents' names, Ariel clarified. The prince responded, Parents, but Ariel was thinking, it's fine. The prince considered, it seems she doesn't know anything, I'll have Rento look into it. Are you done asking questions? Ariel stood up. The prince looked up at Ariel. All right, you can step back now. But Ariel resisted. Wait, a lump of earth, I'm not yet mentally prepared. Ariel was running away. Don't go, my lump of earth, miss, let's go, Jane was laughing. Don't go, my lump of earth, father's bastard, Ariel said with hate. A servant stated, That's right, the servants say she looks just like His Highness. Ahin asked a servant, well then. He stated, I'm going to go and see her face. A servant examined Ariel's hair. My, such silky hair tilde. Another servant inspected her skin. And what incredibly soft skin. It's like cotton candy. The servants at the previous estate must have taken great care of her. 3 servants surrounded Ariel. My lady, you are simply adorable tilde. But why has she been so depressed since earlier? One servant asked another. Did something displease her? Thinking about the other servants, one exclaimed. If it were the usual Ariel, she would, did I say something inappropriate? The head butler is going to scold me. It was continued. Normally, she would bask in these sweet compliments. She would show a smug face and say, of course. Ariel was in the bathtub. My precious lump of dirt. Leaving them behind in that cold place where that despicable human is. Ari thought, in tears. I'm sorry, Ahin appeared at the door with a cookie. My precious lumps of dirt. Ariel looked back in the tub. That's exactly how Lord Ahin should be. Someone was thinking of Ariel, a bastard child, in the house of the Grand Duke, who values honor as much as her own life. It has been bothering me for some time now. Another character stated, Let's make it clear from the start so she doesn't get any strange ideas. You're making such a big deal out of dealing with a brat who still reeks of milk. The discussion about the successor was settled 2 years ago. So even if that kid does become part of the Cloud family, she won't be a threat to my position, a character thought. The other thought continued, more than anything, father is not the type of person to go back on his word once he has spoken. Well, that's true, but... A character stated, deciding something this important without even consulting Lord Ahin is just too much. Is that so? I actually think it's a good thing. A character said, at least now, the ridiculous rumors about father being a man-lover have been proven false. A character, with his hands on other men, did not look happy at the character that was speaking. A character thought, somehow I still can't quite accept it. The character continued to think about Ariel, the illegitimate child that father suddenly brought home. I don't feel even the slightest sense of rivalry toward that brat. My position is already solid and unshakable. I'm not weak enough to see a bastard child as a threat. There's only one thing that bothers me, her mother, to have captivated my strict and unyielding father. Just how beautiful must that woman be? I should stop thinking about this. Well, this should be interesting. Just what kind of person is she? Is this really the right room? A character asked another. Another character replied, why yes, it should be. I was told it was this room, but where did she go? Let's wait here, a character stated as they sat down. I need to see that rumored face at least once. As the character examined the table, they wondered, why are there so many cookies? They questioned, who the hell piled them up so crudely? They looked closer and mused, are these for the servants? Ariel saw the character getting closer to the cookies. Don't touch them without permission. That bastard, how dare he touch my precious lumps of dirt? Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to obtain that? Put it back on the plate immediately, Ariel demanded. A character watched what was happening and exclaimed, that illegitimate child, how dare she be so disrespectful to Lord Ahin? Not once in his entire life has anyone ever spoken to him like that. A character looked on in disbelief. He's definitely angry. What did you say? The character looked furious. Ariel thought, I was going to let this slide, but it seems I no longer can. That insolent brat. I need to teach her right here and now who holds the power, a character stated. Otherwise, this will become a bigger problem later. A character was heated with rage. Two characters came in the room. One said, sorry to keep you waiting. It's tea time. Servants stood around. Why, young Master Ahin, what on earth are you doing? One character thought, why am I the one cleaning the floor? Someone was serving tea. They asked, have you both calmed down a little? A character apologized to a servant. Sorry, Jane. A character questioned, something feels off. At first I was certain. I need to clearly establish who's in charge here, otherwise, this could become troublesome later. Maybe I'll teach this cheeky brat a little lesson. You, hey you. You've been muttering nonsense for a while now, a character said, annoyed. A character demanded of another, putting your feet on the table is disgraceful. Get them off immediately, don't you have any manners? The character who was asked was taken aback by the rudeness. Why do I have to be spoken to like that? Unable to respond, he cleaned up thoroughly. As the character cleaned, they thought, I ended up showing a side that's not like me at all. Such a strange one. He really is just like father. A character states happily, as they ate cookies. Almost as if she suddenly fell from the sky. A character thought about Ari. Another character was nearby and said, are you all right, your grace? Of course, unlike father. Her eyes, slanted like a cat's, her adorable nose and lips, her flushed cheeks and cheeky expression. Someone thought to themselves, come to think of it, she's actually rather charming. But the thought was immediately rejected. No, that's not it. All kids are cute, right? It's not like she looks especially adorable or anything. Good grief. A character thought, what has he been groaning about by himself for so long? So how long are you planning to keep me waiting? A character asked. Hurry up and tell me why you've brought me here. Another character stated. What a way to speak, coming from such a little squirt. Hold it together, it's for the sake of what's to come. I apologize. A character stated, I didn't mean to dirty the room earlier. My name is Ahin Cloudif. I got a little carried away after hearing the news of someone new joining the Duke's household, and I ended up being rude. So, what's your name? Ari replied, I am Lady Ariel. A character responded, I see. Ariel, that name sounds familiar. The foolish goddess. A character was saying, no, I mean. While Ari responded, foolish, you say. One character smiled and stated, it's the same name as the goddess said to have been born from a rose. Ariel Cloudif, it's a good name. The other character that was near this one was surprised. But Ari responded, I'm just Ariel. So father hasn't granted you the family name yet. Don't worry, now that you've come to the Duke's residence, you are also a member of the Cloudif family. Therefore, your name isn't just Ariel. You'll take father's family name and become Ariel Cloudif. Ariel thought to herself, as she touched her chest in disbelief, even though I'm only staying for a while, do I have to bear traces of humans in my name? Humans have such peculiar customs. Someone thought, so this is what the conversation was about. By the way, what is your relationship with father? Why are you telling me such things? Ahin thought about what Ari's father was like. In Ariel's mind, head of the household equals father. What a strange thing to ask. What kind of relationship, you say? A character revealed, of course, we share the same blood. Ari was shocked but still listening to the character as she thought about it. Humans, they have a custom of sharing blood with one another. Naturally, the only ones alive now are my father and me. Can they die from it? How cruel, no. This might just be a misunderstanding. Could it be that this blood you speak of? Ariel exclaimed, is the blood that flows within the body. Please, tell me that's not the case. Of course. Young lady, servants gasped. What's wrong? A character asked. My blood, Ari gasped in horror. People around her cried, call a doctor, was the food poisoned? My blood belongs to no one. Did you confirm it properly? A character replied, Of course, Your Highness. I sent someone to confirm at all the administrative offices in the capital, but there were no records of a child with blonde hair and green eyes. A character mused about Ari, with a dignified appearance and a high-quality dress, an attitude accustomed to using people. It doesn't seem like she would wander aimlessly without a goal. A character was speaking with another, as he thought. The second character stated, Do you have any idea what this might be about? Your Highness, a servant screamed to the door. Another servant screamed, What do you think this place is? It's rude to enter without knocking. Then stated, I apologize, but it's urgent. Calm down and tell me what happened. A character said, Could you please come with me right now? The Grand Duke mused, What is this situation? Servants replied, We don't understand either. Servants and the head butler looked at Ariel in concern. While I was talking with the young master, she suddenly lost consciousness. Even when we called a doctor, they said there was no problem with her body. How should we explain this? The Duke looked to the head butler and demanded, Martin, I'm asking what happened. The head butler replied that she suddenly collapsed, so we don't know the exact reason. A character thought to themselves, a healthy child suddenly collapsed. A character looked at another, ready to yell, Are you telling me to believe such a story? Stop it. I will absolutely not give my blood. Ariel screamed in tears. A character wondered, Blood, what are you talking about? A character stated while being near another character, Could it be that while I was away, you didn't do anything strange to this child, did you? One character cried, That would never happen. Another character was near and stated, It's not like that, Your Highness. We would never lay hands on the young lady. A character thought to themselves, Certainly, child abuse is impossible in this mansion. If lives are precious, then such things wouldn't happen, but could this child be a blood bag? A blood bag is a slave who provides blood for transfusions. It's an illegal but deeply rooted bad habit in the empire. I thought it was strange, because the child went missing without a family. How many deep wounds has she suffered physically and emotionally? A character thought to themselves, the Grand Duke, It's my fault for not maintaining order. I must take responsibility and put an end to this matter, but first, we need to reassure this child. Oh no, what should I do? While I was sleeping, the number of people targeting my blood has increased. I don't want it. I don't want to die like this. One character promised, As long as I'm here, no one. Promise that no harm will come to you. So you don't have to be afraid. Why are you suddenly speaking kindly? Didn't you come to take my blood? Don't worry, I'll make sure no one takes your blood again. You really won't take my blood, a character asked. What would I use your blood for? More than that, won't you tell me who threatened you? A character asked, looking compassionate. A character was thinking about another character. This person is kind. He sometimes has a cheeky attitude, but he doesn't seem like a bad person. Ahin stands and looks at a character in the doorway and asks, What's wrong? Why is that person here? Ahin Cloudif, it's not me. Don't say such things on your own. Lady Katsu has lost consciousness again. Ahin was thinking evil and stern, follow me. This incident was a habitual occurrence in the underworld. It became the trigger to end the blood bag slave system. It's a misunderstanding, father. Ahin Cloudif became the only victim, but it's already been a week since I suddenly fell to the earth and started living in a human's house. I'm really glad everything was just a misunderstanding. So humans were such good-natured beings all along. Now that the misunderstanding is cleared up, I can finally relax. The sheer scale is impressive, but it's utterly dull. My lady, are you awake? Jane asked. Jane, you scared me. How long have you been there? Tilda, that's a secret, Tilda. Jane asked, My lady, if you're struggling with boredom, why not go out for a bit, Ari exclaimed, going out. That's a great idea. Jane, let's head out at once. First, let's get you changed, my lady. Ahin stood on some stairs as he thought to himself, That brat really put me through hell. How dare you falsely accuse me? A character exclaimed while bowing, Do you have any idea how much trouble I went through to clear up that misunderstanding? That's not what I meant. It's a misunderstanding. A character stated, after investigating, It seems it was all a mistake. My apologies. Are you seriously ending this with just one sentence, father? That brat, next time we meet. Ari sat with Ahin. No matter how much she cries and begs on her knees, I'll never forgive her. Ahin. A character standing behind Ari says, You've come at just the right time. This time, I'll make it clear who's superior. Oh, so it was you. the one offering to be my guide. Why are you just standing there like that? A character thought, see cute. Another character thought, wait, what the hell, Ahin, what are you thinking? Did you already forget what that brat did to you? Since the Grand Duke is out inspecting the territory today, I came to ask for permission to go out. But for you to personally accompany us, what an honor. So that's what this is about. Well, it would be concerning to let you go alone, that's all. Oh, Ahin, you're so kind. Now then, let's head over there next. She never seems to get tired. She's been buying that brat's clothes and accessories non-stop. If we keep walking around this much, that tiny thing will. Oh my, how adorable, I absolutely have to buy it, Ariel exclaimed excitedly, tugging at her brother's hand. An, exasperated, asks what was happening again. Ariel complained that her feet hurt and to stop that woman. An knew it, he thought to himself, she doesn't want to walk anymore and wants to sit down. Jane seemed very happy looking at a new piece of cloth. An tried to get rid of Ariel, asking Jane to wait with her while he finished shopping, but Ariel wanted to pick things out together. An finally managed to sit her down. Finally, I can rest, he sighed in relief. Ariel wondered what they did here, curious about her surroundings. Ariel smelled something, soil clumps. It was Lady Ariel. I haven't had any in so long, she thought. A butler approached An. Young master, could you come here for a moment? An asked what it was. He replied that he sees. He got it, and he would take care of it. Ariel thought this was her chance. An told her that he had something to take care of. She would be fine on her own, right? Of course, just hurry up and go. Ariel pushed him from behind. The butler wondered where they were going. Ariel thought that she was finally free. Don't do anything unnecessary and just wait there quietly. Ariel demanded the finest soil clump they had got. It was time to indulge in her precious soil clumps. An heard Ariel screaming and wondered what was happening. Ariel, what's wrong? Jane asked, worried about her. Ariel complained about how the soil clump was rotten. She asked if they were mocking her. An wondered why the lady was sitting on the floor. Was the cookie rot? The waiter was confused. He only brought what was ordered, a plate of soil clumps. An questioned what exactly she had eaten. He didn't know why a cafe would have real soil clumps. Jane cheered her up with a cookie. Here, have a cookie. Cookie, Ariel exclaimed happily. Thanks to this, Ariel had now learned the name of the soil clump. Do you like cookies that much? They are truly delicious. Give me more, Ariel demanded. Jane said that was enough for today, otherwise she would get a stomachache. I'll give you more tomorrow. All right, Jane promised. Ariel nodded, munching on her cookie. Jane, she wanted more. Jane tried to reassure her that there's always tomorrow, gently patting her head. Since she was holding back today, tomorrow it'll taste even better. Ariel fed in response. She thought being petted by this human felt nice. Even when outside she felt strangely at ease. Jane suddenly asked if she didn't find it strangely satisfying. She said she was just bored, and asks if they were going out then. Jane said that might be difficult today. Ariel was surprised and asked why. She needed permission from His Highness or young Master An to go out. Unfortunately, both of them were away today. Ariel was furious. She needed permission from mere humans to go outside. Jane told the lady not to be so disappointed. She told her that His Highness would be back for dinner. Ariel was surprised. He's coming back today. Jane said he'd be returning earlier than expected. He's probably worried about her, Jane said. Ariel wondered why he would be worried about her. Well, because such an adorable daughter was waiting for her daddy to come home. Daddy, Ariel muttered. Jane tried to normalize it. It's natural for a concerned father to be concerned. He's coming back, so why not take this chance to talk to him? She was sure he wouldn't refuse if his daughter invited him. Grand Duke, His Highness Father. And now, Daddy. Ariel internally screamed, Daughter, Daddy, what in the world is all this? Why would that human be worried? Even if she couldn't go outside, she's free to walk around inside the mansion. She felt like a weight was lifted from her chest. Ariel had no idea there was such a beautiful garden inside the mansion. She'll make good use of this place from now on. Be grateful, she thought. Suddenly, she wondered who dared to sting the body of a goddess. She wasn't going to let this slide. You wretched bug, was this your doing? The bee declared that this was their territory. How dare she wound the goddess's skin and act so shamelessly? Ariel ordered him to apologize now, and she might just forgive him. Oh, so you refuse, huh? Fine then, come here, if you won't learn the easy way. You'll have to learn the hard way. Wait, don't come any closer. She was surrounded by bees. Those vile little bugs. They all attacked at once. That was totally unfair. Ariel vowed to get back at them, but first, she needed to go back and clean herself up. Wait, when did she wander all the way here? She needed to get back to the mansion, but it's so dark she couldn't see the path at all. How was she supposed to find her way back? Stop, stay back, don't come any closer. An arrived and recognized her. So this is where you were. Ariel nervously says that she was wrong. She was lost. An told her that he was wondering where she had gone off to. He calls her daddy. Papa, Ariel rushed over to hug him. She complained that he was late, and she was so scared. Ah, that's right, it's the day of inspecting the territory. The people said that this year has been a bountiful harvest, and they were counting on His Highness. However, the land was so vast that after finishing the inspection, he was especially tired today. I'll make sure to rest well when I return home. At least, that's what he thought. He was looking for Ariel, and she's not in the garden. He didn't see her on the second-floor terrace either. The maid said to double-check his room just to be sure. Martin, An called out. The butler asked if His Highness had returned. It's been quite noisy. Did something happen? An asked. The butler said well. The butler was sweating. Actually, the young lady. An was getting annoyed. Why does she constantly cause such commotion? If she's not found in the mansion, she must have headed toward the forest. He needed to find her before she's attacked by a wild beast. There. When he found her, the first thing he felt was relief. Let's just head back for now, An sighed. Hey, that hurts. Can't you be a little gentler? Ariel complained. Jane apologized and asked her to bear with it a little longer. Next time I meet those guys, I won't let them off lightly. I'll definitely get back at them, Jane promised. An agreed that he'll help with that too. Not even An had ever called him that before. Your Highness, I've finished treating the young lady, Jane announced. An said that he saw, and thanked her for her efforts late at night. Jane said it was nothing, and to please be sure to apply the medication properly for a while. Understood, he'll keep that in mind. The swelling was present, but it should heal in a few days. It doesn't look like there's any concern for scarring. Since the child is safe, everyone can return to their duties, An declared. It's been a long day. Perhaps it's time for him to rest as well. Your Highness, are you not leaving? Jane asked. Well, I have something to discuss with this child. You go on ahead, An dismissed. Jane said that she understood and left. Please excuse me. Why are you clutching my clothes? An asked, confused. Ariel retorted, why, you ask? Of course, it's because it's dangerous. What if something attacks again? Ariel cried out. An said not to worry, nothing could get in here. Look, see, even the windows are securely closed, An said. She screamed, En no, An pleaded. They might break through the window and come in. They're terrifying creatures, capable of anything. Looking at her like this, she's just a child. Fine, he'll do as she wished. He asked what would help her sleep soundly. Stay by my side until I fall asleep. Is that all right? Ariel asked why he was standing so far away. Stick close to me. Like this, closer, come even closer. Now, finally, she felt like she could sleep peacefully. Good grief, he truly felt as if he had gained a daughter. But this kind of thing isn't so bad, after all. Ha ha ha, take that, you fools. That's what you get for underestimating me, he he. I am the great Ariel Tilda, as An slept with a bandage on his head. No, it seems. That was merely a fleeting illusion of the night. Papa, what are you dawdling for? Hurry up and come to my room. It's almost time for me to go to bed. An sighed, why are you even coming to tell him this? Don't tell me. You want me to sleep in your room again tonight? Of course, Ariel happily declared. She heard those rowdy birds' cries again earlier. Who knows what might happen, so come quickly. It's been a week since then. Being summoned so often is intolerable. I need to make it clear to her soon. Then I'll head there first, so come quickly, all right. Your Highness, may I have a quick word before you retire? What is it? An asked. I believe it's about time for the young lady to begin her lessons. Lessons, Ariel thought cheerfully while singing to herself. She's still very young, so there's no need to rush, but learning proper etiquette and basic reading and writing might be appropriate. Providing an education for a child, he's only temporarily taking care of. True, for a child without supportive parents, the world isn't exactly kind. That's right, let's go with that. Teaching her wouldn't be a waste. Yes, Your Highness, the butler replied. Leave the young lady's matters to me, Martin. And so, is this my new workplace, Martin? A veteran tutor with 10 years of experience, Martha Galia. What did you say? Ariel asked. Young lady, it's exactly as it sounds. This is Mrs. Martha, who will be serving as your tutor starting today. Martha thought there was so much to teach. What do you mean? Why must I receive an education? I don't need such a thing. Hey, wait. Well, young lady, Martha asked. Shall we start by learning how to tidy up that messy hair of yours? Uh, uh. Phew, I thought I'd die of boredom. Literature lessons, why are they always so tedious? On thought. It would have been better if it had been a swordsmanship spar instead. He was done for today, it was time to rest. Hey you, what are you doing here? Ariel asked. Ariel got angry at An for finding her. Q quiet, I don't want to be found. Found by who? That's none of your concern. Good grief, no one is allowed to enter this room without my permission. So no one can enter this room without your permission. Then, who exactly are you hiding from? Truly despicable humans. If they find her, they'll make her learn those weird letters again. Letters, you mean the new tutor, always bringing up stuff about being a duke's daughter. Why must I become something like that? Either way, she'll be returning to the celestial realm soon enough. Don't make such a fuss over mere letters. It's not because it's hard, but because there's no reason to learn. Of course, it's also boring. What do you mean there's no need to learn? If you learn letters, you can read books, and reading books increases your knowledge. And why is that important? Knowledge is power. It's natural to want to follow someone who's intelligent. Surely, you wouldn't want to live a life being looked down on by subordinates, would you? Certainly, I never want to experience such misery again. But lessons are just so boring. I understand how you feel, but there's no choice but to use a secret strategy. Secret strategy? Ariel asks. You like these cookies, don't you? An teased. The cookies were all gone. Huh, didn't you take a bunch earlier? The maid asked. Bake more quickly. Hurry up. Will the young lady really eat all of these by herself? Yes, yes, young lady. How brilliant you are. This is how you'll grow into a refined lady befitting a duke's daughter. Even if cookies are more effective than my teaching methods. Now then, shall we learn the next word? Ariel, the cookies are all gone. Shall we call it a day? No, I can still manage more. Jane, you're here. Yes, young lady. I want to study a little more, so bring me cookies immediately. Ariel grew bored and annoyed. I'm done with studying. Damn it, I can't believe this happened to me, An said. Young Master An, what on earth? Jane asked. How many cookies did you feed such a small child for it to come to this? Jane exclaimed in dismay. From now on, snacks are absolutely forbidden. Got it. No matter how much the young lady begs, it's absolutely not allowed. If cookies were out, what should he use to bait her into studying? Dresses or jewels? She doesn't seem interested in those at all, he thought. Young Master An. Are you troubled about the young lady's studies? Jane asked. An calls her name. Yes, I finally managed to get her to sit at the desk. Now I'm wondering what I should use next to get her to study. We'll have to bait her with something she likes, won't we? Ah, what about that? Jane said that. An asked. Ariel, do you dislike studying so much? What's with that smug look, even without cookies? Of course, honestly, someone like me doesn't need to study. I only pretended to study for the sake of cookies. Then how about going out? Gee, going out. I thought you might be bored staying inside the mansion all the time. Ariel thought this was her chance. The mansion is dull, and going out alone is far too scary to even consider. Fine. On one condition. If you study with the tutor, I'll take you. Young Master An, Jane called. How about it? Want to give it a try? Are you that happy? Yes, of course, Ariel beamed. I worked really hard studying just for this day. But the outside is dangerous, so please be careful. Don't let go of your brother's hand, all right. Why do humans have so many different titles? It's such a hassle. Well, as long as she can go out, it doesn't matter. Yes, I'll hold my brother's hand tightly and head out. Is that the child everyone's talking about? That's right, she's the one the Duke took in. She looks just like His Highness, doesn't she? Or has it that His Highness is incredibly fond of her? Really? Could it be she's going to become the Duke's daughter? Absolutely not. That couldn't possibly happen. For an illegitimate child to become a Duke's daughter, that's unthinkable, what? Of course, even if she's illegitimate, if the head of the house permits it, she could still become an heir. I can't imagine His Highness committing such a blunder. How irritating. Everywhere I go, it's always talk about that illegitimate child. Even though it's been ages since I went out, my mood is completely ruined. He didn't even glance at the marriage proposal sent from our family. Just think about it. Why has His Highness kept that child's existence a secret until now? Surely it's because the mother's status is low, don't you agree? Just imagining what kind of rumors will spread in the capital by tomorrow is terrifying. I only hope His Highness's honor isn't affected. They say whatever they please. How dare you so casually speak a father's name? To insult His Majesty's only brother, and the sole Grand Duke of this empire. Not to mention, even if illegitimate, someone with royal blood, to prattle on with such nonsense. You could be immediately prosecuted for insulting the royal family without a word of complaint. What are you talking about? Insulting, I haven't said anything wrong. What did you say? Just because noble blood mingles with a lowly body doesn't change the essence. Regarding any disrespect I may have shown the Grand Duke, I apologize. However, are you saying that lowly child becoming the Duke's daughter is something the Grand Duke would accept? You insolent wretch. You over there, what did you just say? Looking down on me, who do you think you are? How convenient this little girl. Defamation of the ducal lineage. Do we really need to go that far? Of course we do, insulting father like that. Even if that child is a bastard, she's still of the Claudiff bloodline, right? A bastard, what does that mean? Your Highness. Len, what's wrong? An asks. Len replies, young master is here too. Well, here's the thing. Things took an unexpected turn. The child we picked up the other day. People are saying she's your Highness's illegitimate child. How did the story get blown out of proportion like this? He did not give a proper explanation about that child. It seems that the child looks just like you, your Highness. So that misunderstanding took root. That explains why everyone's been so overly cautious about a temporary guardianship. How did things end up like this? Where should he even begin to clear up this misunderstanding? Your Highness, we believe in you. What do you mean by that, Martin? If you believe that the existence of an illegitimate child would tarnish your honor, and you're making that face, then you're being far too cold-hearted. No matter her background, the young lady is in no way at fault. Is this true? He thought father was a man with more sense of responsibility. What? Why must he be criticized so much over an illegitimate child he has no knowledge of? I want to clear up this misunderstanding as soon as possible, but if word gets out that a commoner's child injured a noble's body, and also impersonated royalty. This has taken a very troublesome turn. Daddy! I've been injured, hurry and treat me. What are you staring at? I told you it hurts. Len, yes, your Highness. Prepare the adoption papers immediately. I apologize, your Highness. My foolish daughter has been terribly disrespectful to you. What are you doing? Hurry and apologize. Len's father demanded. I'm so sorry. Is that all? The person you need to apologize to isn't me. Oh, of course. I sincerely apologize to the young lady as well. She's my only daughter, and I've spoiled her too much, so she lacks discipline. I'll make sure this never happens again. Ariel's, what will you do? What do you mean? You can decide what to do with that young lady. Do as you see fit. Why, your Highness, Len's father said in fear. Are you so surprised? The person who was insulted should be the one to decide the punishment, right? You're really letting me do whatever I want. In that case, get those people out of my sight right now. You are prohibited from consuming food for the next 3 days. Is that all? Ariel was surprised. An said. Was that too lenient? Going without food for 3 days should be pretty harsh. Then, no snacks either. Is this too much? But they're allowed to drink water. Why are you laughing? Sorry, I should apologize. Truly, my daughter is merciful. So you're aware, my daughter has forbidden you food for 3 days. Yes, as you command. If you break this promise, you'll be put on trial, so keep that in mind. Yes, I will remember this, your Highness. How strange. I never thought I would actually adopt that child. At this point I have no choice but to raise her properly, your Highness. What is it? A messenger from the palace has arrived. From the palace? Yes, His Majesty has issued a command for you and the young lady to attend the palace tomorrow. He had planned to visit the imperial palace soon anyway. But for his brother to contact me first. No, His Majesty the Emperor, my brother, has always adored me, his only younger biological brother. However, at the same time, the moment he ascended the throne, he mercilessly slaughtered all his half-siblings. He is a ruthless man. Papa, look over there. The clouds look like cookies. Look quickly before they disappear. I just hope Ariel doesn't upset my brother. How adorable. I expected the worst first impression, but, Hey, that's my seat. Hey, Ariel. What's with this kind and considerate attitude? Here, eat this too. What is this food called? It's called cake, young lady Tilda. Everyone, leave us. Please maintain your dignity, brother. This food called cake has an exquisite taste. Did you like it, young lady? Hess heh. Here, have this too, and this. He'll put more on your plate. Jane, yes, your grace. Take Ariel away. Oh dear, but she hasn't finished eating yet. Droop, your majesty. Please maintain your dignity as emperor. Ah, perhaps he got a bit too excited. Still, he was quite surprised when he actually met her. For you, of all people, a man who dislikes women, to have an illegitimate child. Badal looks accusingly at his brother, Claude. He can't believe Claude hid Ariel's existence until now. Claude apologizes, but mentions that rumors of an illegitimate child could damage the royal family's prestige. You scoundrel, Badal shouts. How dare you have a daughter before me? Overcome with disappointment, Badal cries, lamenting that he has always wanted a daughter. He's only been blessed with unbearable, stubborn sons. How did Claude manage to have such a cute daughter? Badal begs his brother to share his secret. How did he manage to have such a cute daughter? Badal throws himself at Claude, demanding to know the method he used. Claude hesitates, then reveals he didn't beget her, he found her. Badal stares, shocked. He found her. Badal demands confirmation. The child isn't Claude's biological daughter. That's correct, Claude admits. Badal muses that blondes are common, but Ariel's green eyes are unusual to the royal family. This fact makes the situation even more curious. Claude admits that he noticed the green eyes later, finding it odd. Where did a child who looks so much like him come from? Claude asks himself where Ariel even came from. Badal asks Claude what he means. He says that it's as if she's Claude's child. Flustered, Claude insists it's a joke. He then admits that Ariel is technically not his child. He plans to adopt Ariel and raise her properly. Claude presents the adoption papers to Badal. Claude asks Badal if he approves. Badal refuses, declaring that Ariel will not be added to the royal registry. Claude is shocked and asks what Badal is doing. It seems as if Badal is hiding something, and his hand moves to stop Claude. Badal wonders about Ahin's thoughts. What does Ahin think about this? Claude muses that Ahin's perspective is very important as his only son. Ahin must be uncomfortable with it. Why is Ahin so indifferent when Claude is his only son? Claude refuses to discuss this without Ahin. They'll make decisions about Ariel's registry after talking to Ahin. With a cheerful wave, Badal announces he has an engagement to attend and quickly leaves the room. Claude can't believe it. He asks what his brother means. Ah, brother. Claude seems unsure of what was just said. Claude is bewildered. His Majesty rejected adding her to the royal registry. Claude wonders what the reason was and why such a decision would be made. His Majesty said. Claude mentions that Ahin's opinion matters most. Claude explains that Ahin is the eldest son and only heir of the Claude family. He apologizes for asking late and wants to know what Ahin thinks about all this. Claude asks Ahin if he's fine with it. Is Ariel truly becoming Ahin's sister? Even if he had objections, what could he do? It is not as if they can return a child once she is born. A single new sister. It's not enough to shake his position. He admits he is starting to grow attached to Ariel and doesn't have to worry. He wonders who could possibly handle the wild horse, Ariel. Not honest with his feelings, Claude sees, that is the decision. His Majesty the Emperor, the Grand Duke has arrived. This should settle the matter. Brothers should be satisfied now. Oh my, how adorable as always. Here, try this orange tart too. Mung delicious. How about this cake with extra cream? There's also a walnut pie. Enough noise, I'm busy right now. If it's not urgent, leave it for later. Busy doing what exactly? Weren't you going to ask Ahin something? Ah, right. But Ahin isn't here, is he? Didn't I say we'd discuss this while the child was present? I've been here the whole time, Your Majesty. Since when? From the very start, young lady. Shall we go outside for some fresh air? Why? The adults need to have a discussion. Let's go explore somewhere else. Oh dear, the young lady spilled food on her beautiful dress again. I'll fetch something to clean it. Please wait here. She ate all the sweets. There are just too many delicious things in the human world. Still not enough. I should have brought more, even in a rush. She sees a man standing in the garden. Who is that? Suspicious. Suspicious. Look at yourself. Something about him seems familiar. What was it? There's a word for beings like that. A small dog comes running to a man. Oh my, were you waiting for me? Oh, I see, Tilda, did you miss me, little puppy? The man asks, picking up the dog. Ah, I remember now. You over there, puppy, Ariel shouts. The man wonders what is happening. Why would you say such a terrible thing? Wahhhhhh, Ariel sobs. Be quiet you, why are you crying? See, calling someone a dog, that's so mean. Sniff. Shhh, be quiet. If you have complaints then speak properly, you have a mouth, don't you? This is your fault. This, he looks just like him. Ariel recognizes the two twins for who they are. Two identical puppies. Left puppy, right puppy. Two identical humans. This is the legendary creature with the same face. Isn't it, Fabio? Weren't they exiled for going against Acheron? What should I do? The young girl is having an internal crisis. The others said Fabio is a brute with monstrous strength. There's no way I can fight that. Stay calm, Ariel, you must not show fear. This is a matter of my pride as a god. See, come at me, you bastards. He thinks Ariel is odd. Do it if you can, perhaps. But this is the royal garden. We should confirm who she is first. You there, oi, Ariel. What are you doing here? Claude asks. Big brother, Ariel screams. Fabio appeared. Fabio. You mean the monster from mythology? There's no way something like that really exists. I see, so those two aren't monsters. They're the princesses. Yes, His Majesty's sons. His Majesty, that good human from earlier, but those two have the same face. Of course, Prince Claude and Prince Elvire are twins. You've heard Ahin's opinion. He agrees with adding Ariel to the royal registry. So why, Badal? I still believe you should not take an Ariel. For you, honor is as precious as life itself. A bastard child is out of the question. That's not the truth, so I don't mind. Besides, I already know. That's not the point. It cannot be done. The others don't know the details. Even if they don't say it to your face, they will judge you behind your back. We will discuss this again once the Empress returns from her retreat. Why does the Empress need to? That would make you a bastard, wouldn't it? Bastard, I'm a duchess, a duchess. Say it properly. Calling yourself a duchess is an outrageous lie. Actually, it's not incorrect. Soon, she'll officially become a Claude family adoptee, after all. What does it matter? She's still a bastard either way, and yet, why is she acting so proud? Even if she luckily gets adopted into a ducal family, her origins won't change. Oi, go cry somewhere else. I'll have to make the rankings clear. To disrespect a prince like that, even if she loses her head, she has no right to complain. I won't overlook this today. I'll tell father and have her punished. That should scare her into behaving. Don't play dumb, or do you really not know? I mean my father. My father is the emperor of this empire. So papa then. That's all, how dramatic. I have a papa too. Why, your father is a duke. My father is His Majesty the Emperor. What's going on here? Father, you came at the perfect time. Look at her. She had the audacity to call a prince a puppy. She must be punished immediately. Now she can't pretend not to know. You're finished. You called my princes puppies. I see, I always thought my boys reminded me of something. And it's puppies, haha, that's perfect. Such an adorable nickname, Tilda. Father. Something doesn't add up. It's one thing to laugh off Ariel's rudeness toward the princes, but to still refuse the adoption. What exactly is His Majesty thinking? Father, why don't we get the temple's approval first? If the temple allows it, His Majesty will have no choice but to agree. Of course, that's an option, that's it. Ren, turn around. We're heading to the temple. Will the adoption succeed? My dear brother, I anticipated from the beginning that you would head to the temple. Please, do not disgrace yourself with such foolish actions. Therefore, by imperial decree, you are not permitted to enter the temple. I am truly sorry, Your Highness. I already sensed that my brother was acting strangely, but this is beyond just protecting my honor. No doubt, anxiety. There must be another reason behind this. Tell His Majesty this, I can handle my own affairs. He need not worry about me. I deeply apologize, Your Highness. But as members of the Imperial Knights, His Majesty's orders take top priority. Even if you are the Grand Duke, we cannot allow you to pass. You all. How dare you stand in my way? What is this? A sensation both familiar and utterly disgusting. A deeply unpleasant aura. Your Highness, please calm down. We don't wish to. I know this aura. How can I stay silent when I'm being treated as a traitor? That's not what we meant. I remember this revolting feeling. The only one who gives off this kind of aura is. So it was you, Arend. What a coincidence, long time no see. You clumsy little brat. I was wondering why I hadn't seen you lately. So you were down on Earth, got bored and decided to come play. That's not it. I fell without realizing it, you idiot. And who are you calling an idiot, little brat? Ouch, why'd you hit me? Because a child like you shouldn't act so cocky. So you just randomly fell from the heavens, huh? That's right, I woke up and suddenly found myself here. Tilda, so you have no idea why. That's what I just said, isn't it? Anyway, this is perfect timing. Take me back to the heavens now. Sorry, I didn't catch that. What did you say? Don't pretend you didn't hear me. What? Take me back to the heavens immediately. You don't have anything better to do you? And why should I? What do I gain from helping a worthless, arrogant brat like you? Not even a little cute Tilda. Wait, what, besides, is that how you ask someone for help? What, ask for help? That's right, you need to ask. Just like how humans pray to us gods. But I guess a god with no followers like you wouldn't understand. When you ask for help, you beg, this. She's telling me to imitate a human. This infuriating me. Please, great Aaron Tilda, that's how you say it. Are you listening? Get on your knees, put your hands together like this. I was born destined to be king of the gods. No, calm down. Breathe, Ariel. Oh, first getting back to the heavens takes priority. Please, great Aaron. Endure it, just endure it, Ariel. Once I return to the heavens, I'll never have to do this again. By the way, Ariel, do you really need to return to the heavens? What? You can't even use your divine powers properly. You're not much different from a human, are you? Even if you do go back, all you'll do is lock yourself in your room and wander around aimlessly, right? Honestly, I think staying in the human world would suit you better. Hey, don't be ridiculous. I did what you asked. Stop talking nonsense and... Oh, Tilda, but watching the goddess Ariel kneel was so entertaining. Sorry, Tilda, I never planned on helping you in the first place. But for old time's sake, I'll give you a warning. Make sure the humans don't find out you're a god. A powerless god. Who knows what they might do to you? Erend, that woman. Does she really think I'd be grateful for such a warning? How dare she toy with me, the great Ariel? Once I return to the heavens, she's done for. The story so far. However, his own elder brother, the Emperor, was strongly opposed. Undeterred by the opposition, the Grand Duke attempted to adopt Ariel through the temple by any means necessary. My sincerest apologies, Your Highness the Grand Duke, but even the temple had already fallen under the Emperor's influence. And Lady Ariel came back after being teased by Goddess of Beauty, Love and Family Erend, didn't you? Meanwhile, Lady Ariel couldn't even talk back. How pitiful. Wait a minute. So in the end, what happened to Lady Ariel's adoption? Goddess of Beauty, Love and Family Erend. That woman. Next time we meet, I won't let her get away with it. Milady. The only certainty is that Ariel has resumed her training. Please have some snacks, Tilda S. Snacks. Your Majesty. Please stop. Why, you should be the one to stop this nonsense. Burning a gift bestowed by the Emperor is practically treason. Do you know how much effort it took to prepare that gift? Choosing something that suits Ariel is difficult. I only did it to protect my daughter from my greedy brother, who is after his niece. I had my suspicions, but to think that the real reason my brother refuses the adoption is because he is truly after Ariel. To be honest, I want to adopt Ariel as my daughter. He finally revealed his true intentions. He sends gifts every single day. Burn everything. He doesn't even bother looking at the letters. Why are you so obsessed with that child, even though she's not your blood relative? That's too much. It's been your brother's dream to have a daughter. What did he just say? Ariel isn't my real daughter. He was shocked by the facts he had heard unexpectedly. No, that doesn't matter right now. What's important now is that my uncle, the Emperor himself, is trying to adopt my sister, the legitimate child of my father who suddenly appeared. At first, I thought she was just an arrogant brat. But honestly, I've grown quite fond of her. Hey brother, where have you been? I might actually miss him when she's not around. That's exactly why I need to make my feelings clear. Your Majesty, may I say a word as well? Go ahead, speak. I have always believed that my father was an honest man, so when I heard that he was taking in an illegitimate child, I was shocked. All things, my father's illegitimate child, something that could stain our noble house's reputation. However, at the same time, I felt that this decision was just like my father, facing the past without turning away. That's something I respect about him. So as a member of the Claudif family, I want to support my father's choice. That's right, you're absolutely right. My brother is a responsible man who never runs away from his duties. But this is the one thing I can never concede. So this isn't enough after all. I have no choice but to use my last resort. But either way, your majesty will never be able to adopt Ariel. Why? For what reason? There's no way the imperial princes would approve. Previously, your majesty, you asked me from the bottom of your heart whether I could accept Ariel as family. If that's the kind of ruler you are, then surely you will consider the feelings of the imperial princes as well. That's right, those two will absolutely oppose it. What a clever child. I take that as a compliment. I'm glad you're my son. Now he has no choice but to approve the adoption. Your Majesty, Her Majesty the Empress has returned. What? The Empress. You returned from your recuperation, without any notice. You sent me numerous letters requesting a discussion, didn't you? There is nothing more important than your health. I was planning to talk to you slowly once you had recovered. She is covered in the aura of Beto. Beto, god of death. She doesn't have much time left. So this is the girl in question. How adorable, and she looks just like your majesty. I heard you like sweet desserts. Here I prepared this just for you. Try it, munch. This taste, it's too delicious. What is this? See. It's a fruit called balaf. It's a rare fruit that only grows in a region called Barianeo, my homeland. What, then? Does that mean I can only eat this fruit if you are here? Well, that's about right. It seems like you really liked it. I must absolutely keep this woman alive. Your Majesty the Empress, how is your health? I have decided. I will stay with this person. Once again, Ariel has stirred up waves in the imperial palace. Beto, the Shinigami. Aside from Acheron, there's no god in the heavens who can match him. His divine power is beyond formidable. Ariel, are you sure about this? Honestly, how many times do I have to say I'm fine? No matter how strong Beto is, I have a secret weapon. Come on, lie down already, I'm tired. My illness isn't contagious or anything but, alright, excuse me then. Time to sleep, still. I can't help but worry a little. What if my sickly energy affects a child? Since I last held someone while sleeping, and now it's such a small, adorable child. But you have the twins, don't you? Fufu, that's true. But those two aren't very attached to me, and that's because I haven't been able to stay by their side. Why not? Because of my illness. When I was first diagnosed, I hurriedly left the palace, thinking I shouldn't trouble my husband or children, but spending all that time at the retreat. I realized two things, that I don't have much time left, and that deep, aching loneliness in my heart. After that, I hurried back to the palace, but 4 years was far too long for those children. To them, I had been gone for an eternity. Ah, what a dull story. I should have sung you a lullaby instead, Tilda. When I finally reunited with the children I had longed to see, they looked at me with such troubled expressions, and I didn't know what to do. Thanks to you, I think I'll have a wonderful dream tonight. Good night, my sweet little lady. Hey, Claude. What if Mother dies? What? Don't be ridiculous. Why would Mother die? Sniff, the servants were talking about it. They said her condition isn't getting any better. What? Who the hell said that? Who's been spreading that nonsense? Tell me so I can make them pay. She said they weren't attached to her, but looks like the Empress has it all wrong. He's clearly worried about her. Hurry up and say it, Elviel. W8, since when have you been standing there? What's with all the noise? You think it's okay to eavesdrop on the royal princes? Just because you spent one night in the palace, you think you can walk around like you own the place? What are you talking about? I just happened to hear it. Besides, where I walk is none of your concern. You insolent little. What did you just say? Arrogant brat. Just because father showed you a little favor, don't let it go to your head. You've sealed your fate. Today I'll finally. I skipped a meal yesterday. What terrible timing. But I just couldn't eat. Not when I saw how unwell mother looked. It's embarrassing, but here, eat this. That's a cookie. I'm giving you part of my precious stash, so be grateful. I never asked for it. Besides, there's plenty of those around. Is that so? Then I'll just eat it myself. I had no intention of sharing it anyway. What was that just now? This girl is sick. Fine, whatever. I don't have an appetite anyway. How could I when mother is so sick? Don't worry, Her Majesty isn't going to die. What do you mean? How do you know she won't die? That's because there's balaf. Balaf. Wait, that fruit mean balaf. Correct, you actually know about it, not bad. As long as I don't get tired of eating balaf. Here it comes. Anyway, you little brats should stop worrying and just go eat something. Your Majesty, please stay strong. I'll call His Majesty at once. So it's finally happening. I've been waiting long enough. Bet, get away from that woman. Bet, step away from that woman. He's pitch black from head to toe, creepy, but I can't back down now. Bet I order you leave that woman's soul behind. Why you're ignoring me? I said stop, didn't I? HMPH, I figured this might happen so I came prepared. Bet, listen up. I know what you did 197 years ago. Let's take this somewhere quiet and have a little chat. You dragged me all the way here. Just to spout nonsense. Don't waver, I've got my secret weapon. If that's what you think, then why did you come with me? Because I was curious about what you had to say. He's scared. Het, you'd better think carefully about your next move. Whether I keep quiet about this or not depends entirely on you. The fact that 197 years ago, you aided the escape of the monster Fabio, who turned against Acheron, king of the gods. What? How do you know about that? You would have barely been born 197 years ago. And no one saw me. How would I know about something that happened so long ago? Of course, it's thanks to my special ability Phantom Vision. Unlike divine power, this ability suddenly shows me events from the past or future. The problem is, it appears at random day or night and I can't control what I see. I just woke up. Spit it out already. I'm destined to be the king of the gods. I see all, but I should probably act a little more dignified here, right? So that's why Ariel finds you so irritating. I don't know how she found out, but Ariel thought to herself that the first thing she needs to do is keep her happy and shut her up. But as she was thinking about it, Beto sighed. Ariel was angry and asked him, who did he think he was sighing in front of? Beto asked, what did she want? Ariel stated that it was simple, Beto just shouldn't take the Empress's soul. Beto couldn't believe what he was hearing. She was blackmailing him over the life of a human. Ariel explained that she wasn't just any human. Ariel retorted that the Empress was an extremely valuable human who could get her delicious fruit. Beto thought, what a pain in the ass. Beto resigned himself, saying he wouldn't take her life. So, about the little incident. Ariel was relieved and said that she'd keep it a secret, just for him. Beto asked himself why he felt like he'd just been scammed. He wouldn't forget this debt. And then, a few days later, Ariel wondered why the Empress was still sick. Had that bastard lied to her? Why was she still suffering so much, like she was on the brink of death? Ariel shouted for Beto to get out here right now. He owed her an explanation. Ariel threatened Beto that if he didn't come out immediately, she'd bring up what happened 197 years ago. Beto asked what the meaning of this was. Their deal was already done. Ariel angrily said that he was the one who needed to explain himself. Beto retorted that he told her to save the Empress, so why was she still on the verge of death? He exclaimed that she should heal her right now. He also grumbled that this was seriously a hassle. Ariel argued that treating illnesses wasn't exactly in her job description. Then Beto asked, whose responsibility was it? Ariel said that if you want to cure a disease, you should be asking the god of medicine. Beto didn't want to think he'd be at the mercy of this kid. He muttered Pavilo and thought that he had to see about that. Suddenly, Ariel got an idea. She commanded Beto to bring the god of medicine here. Ariel beamed, you can at least do that right. Beto inwardly groaned. He really got mixed up with a real pain in the ass. The god of medicine appeared and questioned what it was. He realized that the rumors about her being in the human world were true. Pavilo said that he'd heard the story from Ariel and asked if she messed with Beto again. Ariel wondered what the human world was like these days. Beto stopped her, you're talking too much. Pavilo wondered why it was that Beto, who was supposed to be a god of medicine, was so talkative. He added that it was fun, and asked why Beto was being so cold after all this time. Pavilo was thinking that it was strange for Beto, who was gloomy and hated being a burden to others, to suddenly come asking for a favor. Pavilo said he was so curious that he ended up following Beto. He asked Beto what was wrong. Pavilo mentioned the favor Beto wanted to ask. Beto asked if he was saying that he wanted him to heal a human woman. Pavilo retorted that the woman wasn't an ordinary woman. He asked Beto not to think too hard about it and just lend him his power one time. He then said that he had to wonder what he should do. Ariel demanded why he should listen to her, and then was shocked by what she had just said. Pavilo smiled and suggested that Beto think about it carefully, a chance like this, but said fine, he'd do it for him. Pavilo clarified that however, there was a condition. He asked how Ariel tricked Bito into doing it. Bito cut him off. He already told Pavilo Bito almost never asks for favors, so for him to be doing what she said, something's not right. Bito thought that it seemed like someone whose weakness had been exploited. No, like a god. Pavilo bargained that if Ariel let him know Bito's weakness, he'd do her a favor as thanks. Ariel agreed. It was to save the queen, and started to tell a story from 197 years ago. Bito was annoyed and said to her under his breath, "You little brat." Bito thought that it had again become necessary to erase the name from the list. Bito accused Ariel of being a coward. How many times was she going to recycle that same old trick? Ariel distracted him by calling out, "Oh, look over there." Bito thought that this must be what Pavilo was talking about. Ariel said it felt like it was somewhere around here. There was a big rock in the imperial palace garden. She remembered that a grass called Hegio grew in the crevices of that rock. It was a medicinal herb that only grows on big, old rocks, you know, Tilda. Ariel said that if they were lucky, they might find it. Bito asked how it was. Can she see anything? Ariel said yes. Ariel exclaimed that well there was one. Oh, that's good news. Bito commanded her to now go around to the back of the rock and pick that grass. Ariel was surprised. Was she the one who had to go get it? Bito retorted, that's right. She can't reach there with her height, you know. Ariel urged him to come on quickly. The queen awaits. As the emperor held the queen, he thought he did not wish to lose her yet. Someone called to him, Your Majesty the Emperor. He was surprised. Ariel, what brings you here of all places? Ariel announced, Here, take it. He said, Are you giving it to me? What a kind child. His attendant cried out, Your Majesty, then wondered what the grass was. The emperor realized it was that medicinal herb. With that, everything will be all right. The emperor rejoiced, Queen, is this a dream or reality? As the emperor danced with the now fully recovered queen, Ariel observed that humans were such simple creatures. Ariel thought to herself that seeing them happy was a good thing. Ah, that's right. They thanked Ariel so much. The emperor declared that Ariel was the one who saved the queen's life. He couldn't thank her enough. He wondered what would be a good reward, and he knew. The emperor decided he would grant her his family name. Ariel protested that he please not say such presumptuous things. The emperor wondered why she was treating him like a villain. The emperor explained that he only came to pick up his daughter. He then ordered Len to take her with him. The emperor begged him to wait, please. He thought, it's different from before. Now even the queen and the princes were welcoming Ariel. Len thought that it's as if he's implying my brother only has 2 children. Len thought that what will happen to His Highness, the Crown Prince, who is struggling at the border. Len asked if the emperor was going to ask for the impossible again. Jared pleaded with the emperor, Your Majesty, enough is enough. He was frustrated, damn it. Back with Len, the emperor ordered him to summon the Knights' Order immediately once he returned. Len was confused, the Knights. For what reason? The emperor seemed he hadn't completely given up. He figured just in case, he should assign a guard to Ariel in case of kidnapping or something. He thought that then, as soon as he returned, he would issue the summoning order. Len thought that it was truly a strange thing. Len thought it was strange that His Highness the Grand Duke would care so much about children. The emperor wondered what His Highness the Grand Duke was thinking. Len announced to the Grand Duke that the gathering of all knights has been completed. The Grand Duke responded, that was good work, Len, and he'll be there now. The Grand Duke and Len walked down the hall. Len asked if it was really necessary to have a bodyguard knight. The Grand Duke asked what Len meant by that. Len tried to say that it was the first time, Your Highness, that you have shown such consideration for someone. Moreover, His Imperial Majesty is also involved in this matter. He was just thinking that there might be no need to conflict with His Majesty for the sake of the young lady we happen to take in. The Grand Duke asked if he was trying to say it's excessive. Len denied it, that's not what he meant. The Grand Duke responded that it was only natural to think that way. Flashbacks of that child, the day she was being chased by wild animals, and the day she refused to sleep alone. The Grand Duke internally declared that he's not a failure, he's not immature either. Lying in bed, Ariel thought, look down on me. The Grand Duke thought that he didn't know what kind of life this child has lived, but her appearance is just like. The Grand Duke internally said, I am a direct descendant of the royal family, that's why he absolutely will not lose. Looking at Ariel, the Grand Duke thought it felt like he was looking at his younger self. Len stated, it's a simple story. The Grand Duke reasoned that it's only natural for a father to protect his daughter, right? That's why it's only natural. The Grand Duke spoke to Ariel that now she had to choose. Ariel was confused. Choose what? He revealed to Ariel that it was to choose her bodyguard. Ariel gasped. A bodyguard? Ah, she's my daughter, I have to assign her a bodyguard knight. A bodyguard. It felt like a dream. It was explained that originally, the deities have those who serve and assist them, known as subordinates. Their appearance and abilities are determined by the power of the gods themselves. How cool! A subordinate asked Ariel-sama what she meant. It was the appearance of her subordinates, the puny ones as well. Her subordinates cried, "Ah, Ariel-sama is angry again." In the end, it is a manifestation of her power. Ariel internally reasoned that it's not that she disliked the puny ones, but honestly, if there were a good-looking subordinate, she'd definitely be happy. Now then, who should she choose? Someone who she would like at first sight. That person, I'll choose that person. That person responded, "Are you talking about me?" The emperor asked Ariel if she was serious. What kind of criteria was she using? Len protested that he hadn't received any explanation yet. Explanations are not needed. Ariel declared that she liked this body. Feel honored to serve me, guardian knight. Why? Why aren't you swearing the knight's oath to me? Len said that Ariel was still saying that, and it's already been a week. But. Ariel exclaimed that she wanted the most handsome and wonderful one in there, to swear an oath of loyalty promising to protect only her. Len argued that it was only natural for a knight. It was abandonment of duty. The knight's oath is something you can only swear to one person in your lifetime. Was it for that reason that she's been following this guy around for the past week? The emperor asked why he didn't say something instead of staying silent. Hershin, he responded, that guy, he's gone silent again. Is this how you reject me this much? Just you wait, no matter what happens. I will make you swear your loyalty to me. Ariel commanded him to swing your sword with confidence. Don't lose. Next, it's my turn. That's right, keep it up. To that point. Today's training ends here. Everyone dismissed. Yes, instructor. Ariel caught up to Hershin. So you were here, Hershin. See, Captain, it seems like you took a break from today's training. Is something wrong? No, it's just, well, the instructor advised him that if Hershin had any worries, he should try talking about them. You don't need to carry everything on your own. Hershin explained that he was too weak to become a knight. Too weak as you becoming a knight. Someone like me, who can't even protect myself, could never become a knight who protects others. Moreover, who would want someone as weak as me to be their knight? I will never be able to protect anyone in my entire life. Hershin! Look at this, what I call my favorite cookies. How is it? Looks delicious, right? It's an incredibly precious thing. Go on, try it. He responded that he appreciated her kindness, but is it really okay for someone like me to have it? Ariel thought, what's the matter, Tilda, why aren't you eating it? I was expecting you to eat it in one bite and overwhelmed with emotion. Swear the knight's oath, Tilda. Since that day, Hershin reflected that Ariel has been desperately trying to make him swear the knight's oath. He thought, I thought it would work. Ariel warned him that it was dangerous. Stay back, I'll protect you. What's going on? Ariel proudly stated that seriously Tilda, if she hadn't been there, he would have been seriously injured. So, what do you think? I'm practically your life savior, right? Don't you feel like serving me now? He apologized and said he was sorry, lady. I have no intention of swearing a knight's oath to anyone. Hershin said to himself that he'd realize that soon enough, lady. I'm not a knight worthy of such expectations. No. What a terrible guy, Tilda. Hershin, you idiot. My lady, if you don't stay still, your hair will get tangled, Tilda. But, isn't this outrageous? I even gave you cookies and played with you. Even though I've been so kind to you, why won't you open up to me? The maid reassured her that there was no need to rush. It takes time for anyone to get used to things. Besides, he might have his own reasons too. In any case, it's important to be patient. Who knows? A chance might come sooner than you think, right? My lady, what brings you to the garden today? He sometimes comes here for a walk. Today, I thought I'd show you the beauty of this garden. Follow me quietly. Fufufu, speaking of this garden. It was right there that we ran into those nasty bees. Last time I was completely helpless, but the insecticide I got from Jane. Today I'm fully prepared. If those bees show up during our walk, I'll save Hershin with my own power. Touched by my actions, Hershin will swear a knight's oath to me, and it'll be a happy ending. Come on, hurry up, Hershin. Let's enjoy our walk, shall we? Look out, my lady. Stand back. Do you not care what happens to this brat? Miladies. Damn it, this is my fault. Even if we're inside the Grand Duke's residence, an ambush could happen at any time. Ariel demanded he move. Ariel was scared and told him to hurry up and save her. The assassin mocked, "Oh, did you freeze up in fear? So much for the Grand Duke's knights. What a disgrace. Do not move, milady. He's strong. I underestimated the Grand Duke's knights. Unlawful entry into the Grand Duke's estate and an attempted abduction of Lady Ariel. You won't escape severe punishment. Well done, Hershin. To take down an assassin in an instant truly impressive. As a reward for saving my life, I shall grant you a prize. What do you desire? Surely you'd swear loyalty to me. I must decline. That was truly dangerous just now. I'm relieved milady wasn't hurt, but could an assassin, really, have come alone to kidnap milady? This is the Grand Duke's estate, renowned for its impenetrable security. There's no way they got in alone. Len cried out, milady, no way. It was a diversion. The assassin mocked that you fell for it completely, didn't you? Just accept your bad luck. Someone out there wants this brat real bad. I won't let you do as you please. 2 enemies, can I win? This was my mistake for letting my guard down. Haha, Hershin, you're such a coward, so slow and clumsy. Someone like you could never become a knight. You let your guard down. Acting all high and mighty for a kid. As I thought. By myself, I can't win. Milady too, she looks so disappointed. Hershin, get a hold of yourself. Are you trying to abandon me? Don't tell me you're planning to give up. Get up and grab your sword. I chose you as my knight because I believed in you. Wait, no, save the emotional moment until after you rescue me. Stop dawdling and hurry up. Why yes, understood. I deeply apologize for my carelessness, putting you in danger, milady. Well, in the end, you still saved me. Well done, Hershin, you truly are my knight. Hershin weak. Then how did you get that scar on your face? This is. The other day, someone was bad-mouthing our instructor, so I challenged them to a rematch and put them in their place, and got this scar. You're more hot-blooded than you look. Hershin, you have the courage to stand up against injustice, and the resilience to rise again even after being struck down. Perhaps that is your own form of chivalry. One day, someone will recognize your talent. Better late than never. I, Hershin, swear to serve as your knight for the rest of my life. Instructor, it took me a long time. But I finally understand your words now. I accept your oath. Just who sent these guys after us? Oh my Tilda, such a cute young lady Tilda. How long has it been since I last saw that adorable face? Now then, for my lovely you I've prepared lots of desserts with love. Oh my, so many, all of this, just for me. Yes, of course Tilda. How about it, aren't these all your favorites? They're all desserts I love. If you just say a certain word, you can eat these desserts for the rest of your life. For life? What do I have to say? That would be, become my adopted daughter. Don't be ridiculous. That hurts. What do you think you're doing to me, the Emperor? And so what if you are? Do you know why I came here today? No matter what, I cannot overlook this matter. My desserts. To think you'd try to abduct your own brother's daughter and make her your adopted child. Stop this disgraceful behavior. This time, His Majesty's plan was far too reckless. What exactly are you thinking? Don't tell me. He really intends to take Ariel. Actually, His Majesty the Emperor ordered us to bring Lady Ariel, spilled everything, trying to abduct her. This is a complete mess. Excuse me, is His Majesty the Emperor here? Seems like I was blocking the door. My apologies. His Majesty is inside, but who are you? Lady Ariel, if you become my daughter, you can eat your beloved dessert as much as you want for the rest of your life, Tilda. Ariel, don't be deceived by those words. For life, she's already falling for it. This is bad. If this keeps up, I have to do something. That's it if it's that. Ariel, these desserts are certainly delicious, but isn't your absolute favorite dessert actually cookies? If you become the Emperor's adopted daughter, you'll never be able to eat these cookies again. Why? One of the essential ingredients to make these cookies, the sweet, melting chocolate, is exclusively distributed by the Duke's house. Vadal, you sneaky bastard. Who was the one that acted sneaky first? Still, using cookies he just used too much. What should I do? Both cookies and dessert are important. If I have to choose just one, who is that person, about that person? And what exactly is this commotion? Your Majesty, Your Highness the Grand Duke, you all must have a lot of free time to be gathering here and chatting without any real purpose. I received a telegram telling me to hurry back, so I wondered what was happening. Father, did you call me here just to witness such disgrace? I heard you made some ridiculous proposal to His Highness the Grand Duke, even as the Emperor, causing such a disturbance that could shake the foundation of the royal family is, as expected of my nephew. Even His Highness the Grand Duke, why are you indulging father's selfishness? The two of you should be upholding the dignity of the royal family. Hey Gerud, stop being angry and show your face to mother. Mother, I'm sorry for losing my composure in front of you. I heard you've completely recovered from your illness. Yes, I have. I'm all better now. Amazing, right? I'm truly relieved. No doctor was able to cure you. Thank you, Your Majesty the Empress. The person who saved my life is right in front of you. Right in front of me. Her name is Ariel. Ariel, you say. Beautiful blonde hair, cat-like green eyes, a cheeky expression, and even the same name. Please forgive my momentary rudeness. I need to go somewhere with her. Crown Prince, where are you going? Your Highness, I doubt that's the case. He understood his father's heart in an instant. Put me down this instant, you insolent fool. He actually stopped. Why didn't you come to see me sooner? See you? What are you talking about? A long time ago, we made a promise, didn't we? Have you forgot the promise we made under that moonlight? Goddess Ariel. That promise you made under the moonlight, have you already forgotten about it? A promise? What kind of promise? That time, Lady Ariel had definitely said, I'll meet you when the time comes. That's why, I've been waiting for the day we'll be able to meet again. What's with this guy? I thought that he must have been a devotee because he was calling my name, but this is the first time I'm hearing about that promise. Aren't you confusing me with another god? There's no way I would do that. You are the goddess Ariel, right? Indeed, but today is my first time meeting you. There's no way. Please forgive my rudeness, Lady Ariel. Ooh. But I agree. I wonder if it's rude to other goddesses to call such a little kid a goddess. How rude of you. I am indeed Ariel, the goddess. You're the one misunderstanding. Can't you even tell me apart from other goddesses? I am sorry, I've mistaken you for a person. No, a god. How dare he not even listen to my words? I'll teach you a lesson for trying to make fun of a goddess. I will never forgive you for belittling. You twist your ankle. Here, take my hand and try to stand up. Ariel, what are you doing there? Oh, good timing. Take this child with you. Your Imperial Highness the Crown Prince, so you were really with. Hey, what happened? Why are you crying, brother? My foot hurts, tilde. Okay, I'll take you to a doctor right away. It hurts so much I can hardly walk. Is that so? Then wait here for a bit. Hey, it's okay this way, right? For crying out loud, you're always too much work. HMPH, it should be an honor for someone like you to be carried on the back of someone like me. You complainer, Ahin. It seems like she's already okay, so I'll be going. I'll leave the rest to you. Understood, Your Imperial Highness the Crown Prince. HMPH, what a nasty guy. If I meet you again, I won't let you off the hook. That day, I definitely made a promise with Lady Ariel. Gerud thought to her, may you never lose hope. Someday I believe that I'll be able to meet you again. I can't do anything when my foot hurts, tilde milady tilde. It's a customer, can you escort them? A customer. Yay, bring him to me immediately. Who is it? Hello Ariel, how are you feeling? Ariel's bored. It's just another puppy. You're rude tilde. Ariel opens her eyes. By the way, what brings you here? Baden stands at the door, a stuffed toy in his hands. I heard that you got injured, so I brought a gift as a token of my sympathy. He panics. I left it downstairs. I'll get it right away. Ariel watches him go. Okay. Ariel stares in the direction Baden left. That puppy, he's a bit careless. A butterfly with a human face radiates a bright glow. What could that be? It's shining brightly. Baden gasps, reaching out. Tilde, it's a butterfly. Baden reaches for the butterfly, stars in his eyes. I wonder if Ariel will be happy if I catch it for her. Yeah, if I gave this to Ariel. The butterfly speaks, its face expressionless. Come on, come with me. Baden in a trance stares at the butterfly. Fly. Baden's face darkens, a storm brewing behind his eyes. His Majesty rejected adding her to the royal registry. A servant stands with the prince and the princess. What was the reason? Why such a decision? His Majesty said. The king listens, his expression inscrutable. Baden, your opinion matters most. Baden thinks to himself in a fit of anger. That little brat. Ariel's eyes narrow in fury. Why is he taking so long? At this rate, the sun will set. The maid bursts into Ariel's room. Oh my lady, His Highness the Prince returned to the royal palace a short while ago. Ariel is shocked. What? Ariel can't believe what she just heard. Returned? What do you mean by that? The maid continues hesitantly. I too was curious and asked if he was going to leave, but there was no reply. Ariel is stunned by this news. I can't believe he left without saying a word to you. Baden is running away from Ariel. Ariel, I'll get it right away. Ariel's face is clouded with suspicion. I have a bad feeling about this. Gerard asks from afar, Ariel, how's your injury? Ariel smiles brightly, ready to deceive them. My leg is already healed. Gerard seems skeptical. I see, you seem quite healthy. Gerard sits with Baden and Ariel. What is the sudden matter, father? The king answers gravely. I received news from your older brother. It seems that Prince Elvil is seriously ill and in critical condition. Baden looks worried. Prince Elvil, he recently visited our estate, right? Ariel's eyes narrow. Yes, it seems that after returning he started feeling unwell. Ariel tries to appear concerned. Is it a contagious illness? The king answers. That's what we don't quite understand. The symptoms are a bit strange. Ariel is surprised. Ariel pleads with her father, desperate to escape this suffocating situation. Papa, go to the palace. Gerard hesitates. To the palace? I was thinking of visiting, but… Gerard shuts down Ariel's request. Since we don't know what illness the prince has, you all can't go. Ariel is losing her patience. It's pointless if I'm not there. Take me there right now. Baden looks surprised to see Ariel, as if seeing a ghost. Badel, thanks for coming. Brother. Elvil thanks Baden for coming. I'm sorry for bothering you even though it's far. Baden reassures his brother. No, it's the least I could do. How is the prince's condition? Elvil sighs. It's still the same as usual. I wonder why this happened. Elvil is worried. The doctors say they don't know the cause and none of the medicines are working. The Empress is also shocked by this sudden situation and has fallen ill, so I'm full of worries. Baden nods sympathetically. I can sympathize with you. Elvil worries about Baden's health. You seem quite exhausted, so it would be best to go there first. Elvil hurries Ariel inside. Ariel, hurry up and come. Don't wander around on your own, stay with me. Ariel thinks. There's no way it can be cured by doctors or medicine. The cause of that little dog's illness is… Ariel yells and reaches out, determined to stop the butterfly. Hey, that's enough. The butterfly speaks to Ariel. The hallucination butterfly. It was your doing, wasn't it? Why are you wandering around the human world? Ariel thinks. The hallucination butterfly is originally a creature that resides in the heavenly realm. It's you again. Ariel reflects on her duty. To the gods, it is a harmless existence, but since they can cause all sorts of hallucinations in humans, special care is needed to prevent them from leaving the celestial realm. Anyway, Ariel confronts the butterfly angrily. Stop tormenting unrelated humans and return to the celestial realm. Ariel commands. Hurry up, there are those who want to return but can't. Ariel questions the hallucination butterfly with a menacing look. So, what kind of illusions were you showing that little one? The hallucination butterfly responds weakly. I just want Ariel to be surrounded by only beautiful things. She saved Mother's life, so… The hallucination butterfly explains. I hope Ariel's injury heals quickly. May everyone stay healthy forever. Ariel thinks angrily. Someone thinking about things like that ends up tempted by a butterfly and falls ill. What's the point of that? The hallucination butterfly sits in Ariel's palm. I know. You only granted his wish, didn't you? Ariel's face darkens with dissatisfaction. But after observing humans, they're weaker than I expected and easily shaken by trivial things. Ariel scolds the hallucination butterfly. That's why you mustn't interfere recklessly and throw them into confusion. Got it. Ariel instructs the hallucination butterfly. When you return to the celestial realm, give my regards to the other gods as well. Don't cause any more trouble, all right? Ariel is relieved. All right, this is good. It seems he safely awakened from the butterfly hallucination. Ariel sighs in relief. Phew, I'm glad I was able to send him back safely, Tilda. This is way too hard on my heart. Ariel thinks proudly. I was worried that I didn't have enough divine power, but it seems that all the training I've done so far has paid off. Ariel is still worried about something. Heh, I don't know why they was in the human world, but I'll think about that later, but for now, let's go back. Ariel stops in her tracks, a sense of unease washing over her. What's wrong with him? How long has he been there? Gerard observes Ariel from a distance, his expression unreadable. Could it be that he saw everything? Gerard is taken by surprise, standing by the door. Could it be that he saw everything? Ariel is caught and is thinking in panic. I don't want to, not by that person. Ariel recalls their previous interactions with great sorrow. Even the other day, you said terrible things to me, as I thought you are. Gerard is pleased, the one I've been waiting for all this time. Ariel asks him in surprise, what do you mean? By my father's orders, until I return, I was guarding the northern border. The first time I went to that land was 6 years ago. The barren northern land was cold and dry, and no crops could grow properly. The people of the empire were suffering from the plundering acts of the different races coming from beyond the border. Gerard thinks seriously, my job there was. Don't underestimate the empire, to prevent those different races from crossing the border. The soldiers of the empire cheer him on. God-sama, thank you for protecting this land. Gerard-sama, long live. The harsh cold wore down my heart day by day. It's pathetic, but this mission entrusted by my father was simply too much for me to bear. I want to see mother, father, and my little brothers. Gerard is surprised. Why is everyone here? I'm surprised. I can't believe you all came all the way to such a cold place. Gerard is touched by his family. Gerard smiles. I'm coming, so please wait. Elville's hand reaching for him. I'll go with you too. And then, for a moment, my heart was swayed by something. And at that moment, I instinctively sensed the end of my life. Ariel speaks with Gerard smiling. You still have something you must do. Gerard is surprised. Goddess Ariel-sama. Ariel comforts Gerard and is trying to give him hope. Poor human, it must be sad and painful now, but one day the time will come when everything bears fruit. Do not give up, face it with courage. Gerard cries out, Gee goddess, I am always watching over you. Ariel replies with compassion. Until the day we meet again. Gerard is talking with Ariel. You looked different from that day, so I hesitated, but when I saw you healing Elville I was certain. Gerard bows before Ariel. It is an honor to see you again, Ariel-sama. Ariel doesn't understand anything. Have such memories, eh? Ariel denies Gerard's words. I am indeed Goddess Ariel, but I have never grown into an adult form, and I do not have the divine power to save a human who is about to fall. Ariel is stressed and confused. This is the first time I have descended to the human world. Gerard asks Ariel, however, claiming to be a god is a grave sin. If it's not a misunderstanding, then what exactly is this? Gerard is starting to suspect. It's not like someone erased my memory. Gerard is thinking hard. Could it be that the current Ariel-sama is? Could it be that your powers were sealed? Gerard tries to analyze. And because of that, you lost your memory and haven't been able to grow beyond your child form. Ariel denies it out loud. That's impossible. Are you insulting a god? Gerard tries to calm her. That's not what I mean. Think carefully. Doesn't it seem strange? Ariel is confused. Please try to remember if there's anything that could explain it. Ariel starts to suspect something. Now that I think about it, how did I even fall to the human world in the first place? And why hasn't Acheron come to rescue me from the human world? Ariel fears the worst. Could it be that everything is part of a plot to erase me?